So USA should work with the Vet School Council, VSC, and staff to campaign for the University of Edinburgh to provide a free shuttle bus to the Easterbush Vet School, because all students have a right to fair and free access to their campus. Is there anyone who'd like to speak as part of the Yes campaign for this question? Well, Matt to speak then. You have 2 minutes.
Thanks very much. Hello everyone. I don't recognise everyone here, so my name is Matt McPherson. I'm president of the Student Association. Good evening, thank you very much for coming tonight. Basically, I believe that the Easterbush bus campaign is a campaign which really encaptures for me and symbolises everything that our student movement at Edinburgh should be about. Recently, last year, our vet students who were at Summer Hall next to the Meadows were moved out to a brand new campus at Easterbush. Now, it's 6 miles south of the city, which is absolutely ages away, and I have met a couple of students who have braved to cycle it, and they only made that mistake once. They usually have to pay for a Lothian's bus that takes them out there. It's $1.30 each way, so that'd be $2.60 in a day. Basically, this bus is not something which is only run by the Lothian buses, and it's not something which students simply pay for once. It costs the vet school £14,000 per month to ensure that that service actually runs. So they're paying £14,000 a month to Lothian buses to facilitate them to run a profitable route out to the campus that students need to get to. I believe that widening participation should be at the absolute heart of not just what we as a student movement work towards, but that really makes up the framework for everything that we as a university do. And I've argued in committees, I've argued at court, that this is something that we really should be recognising, that expecting students to pay £450 a month to get to their own campuses and to actually, importantly, access services which are important to them is absolutely essential. I once met a senior member of this university who's no longer with us anymore, who, when talking about a free bus for students, said the university shouldn't be giving money so that students can get out of their bed later. Now, that wasn't quite what the debate was really about. This is something which is actually not about laziness, it's not about the fact that students should be getting stuff for free. It's about the fact that our main library, counselling, registry, student representation is situated in George Square, and our students who study veterinary medicine have to go to the campus at Easterbush. This is a key issue to do with access, it's a key issue to do with sustainability, and I believe that this is a really positive campaign that not only I'm supporting because every vet student...
That's your
okay. Please
sure we can all listen to you talk all day.
They could. They usually do, actually. Right. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate it.
Would anyone like to take the speech for the No campaign?
Point of procedure. Does our safe space, normally at Student Council, our safe space policy would ban us from clapping before and after speeches. Is that applicable to this meeting?
It's up to you, Mike.
Matt, the questions are not too contentious. If I feel it's getting out of hand, I will ask everybody to stop. That's
brilliant.
Okay. Is anyone wanting to take a speech against? No. Would anyone like to further hear Matt speak and ask any questions?
Have you ever heard a rhetorical question?
Question there.
Do we have
Oh yeah, sorry, I'll run out of this one. Oh, it's like the back.
Go for it. Alright, so I believe I'm the only actual veterinary student here.
Yeah.
So, just with how the referendum is worded, we were wondering whether you would only support a shuttle from the main university, because obviously we now have 2 buses that go out to
We've
bid.
got the 15 as well, of course.
Yes, and so obviously the students have dispersed along that line and have set up residence and such.
And yeah, no, thanks very much for raising that important point. The Service 67 runs from campus to campus. The Service 15A runs from Morningside Road out to Easterbush. you said yourself that vet students have actually situated where they live in relation to service routes out to that campus, and rather than that being an argument against our campaign for a free bus, I would say that's a very strong indication that we do need to campaign, and campaign much harder for a free bus for our vet students. And to say that we want to limit this route from George Square to Easter Bush is something which I think is very dangerous territory for us at this stage to be going into. I don't want to get tied into costs. I don't want to get tied into a debate over discussions of where it should go, where it should leave, who should run the service, should it be McEwen coaches, should it be Lothian buses, should it be Stagecoach? Well, it definitely shouldn't be Stagecoach, that's another issue. But I'll tell you something, that is exactly what's going to lose us this campaign. Every student who studies veterinary medicine will sign our petition, every staff member is going to be on board. We already have a huge number of people in veterinary medicine in the whole college who are behind us on this. So let's make sure that we get out there, get thousands of people signing our petition, and we secure a free bus for Easter Bush, one way or another.
Apart from a petition.
I think the mute might be on.
Apart from a petition, Matthew, what campaigning things are you planning on doing if this does pass?
Well, basically, we have started with a petition because I really wanted to ensure that this was a campaign that was really run by vet students themselves, and that USA was doing its best to facilitate, as I believe USA should be doing. And went to the Vet School Council, and the thing that they really wanted to start off with was a petition. However, we're actually going out tomorrow at 12 o'clock to start collecting signatures for the petition, but also to hand out leaflets. One of the reasons I wanted to put this question to referendum was not only to get a clear mandate that this is something students want USA and the university to do, but also because I wanted to raise awareness of this issue. And actually, I think the more people we get on the campaign, the more vibrant it will become. I'm using the press, and hopefully the student will be printing a story on Tuesday. We've been using we're hopefully going to use our petition, we're going to be using leaflets, we're going to be using this referendum question. And I really want this to be something which is led by the vet students, and so I'll be listening to their ideas.